Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. In this video tutorial, I will show you how to do the assignment for shape optimization. So showing on screen right now is the final outcome of the shape optimization. And in this video, I'm going to show you step by step on how to do shape optimization. So first step is to go to the empty file Fusion 360. And before we proceed further, click on your profile and select preferences. So go to token and cloud credits. Make sure under the task of simulation task and generative design task, both accounts selected is education. This is to ensure that you can run your simulation without interruption. For your information, for Fusion, whatever you want to run simulation or rendering activity, there will be a cost in terms of token. Fortunately, if you are using the education account, the token number is unlimited. So you have to make sure that both of these are selected to education. After you select education, select apply and select OK. So now the first step is to open the file. Click on the show data panel on the upper left part of the software. And then you will see something like this, and go to basic training, double click, and then open simulation, and then open gripper arm. Okay, and then the next step, you need to save the file first, but before that you can close the left close data panel. Let's save it first. Save as gripper arm 2025 v2. Okay, so what is shape optimization? Shape optimization is a function where the software can recommend us which part of the material of the component can be removed in order to reduce the weight. But in order to do that, we have to inform the software which part of the component can be removed and which part of the component cannot be removed. So then let's start ahead by selecting the design and change to simulation, and then select shape optimization and select create study. So now the next step is to select on the materials. Please make sure the material used is steel and no need to change anything over here. And then select constraint, select this area and this area, and then change the type to pin. We are now informing or telling the software that there will be something holding the component over here in terms of pin, and select OK. And since this is the area where the load is going to happen a lot, we need to make sure that this part is not removed from the component. So on the function of shape optimization, select preserve region, and then select the bigger part cylinder, and then change the radius to 8 mm and select OK. But before I click OK, I would like to highlight, as you can see from the screen, the green area indicate the material that will not be removed by the software when we perform the shape optimization. In here, select OK. So move on the second circle on the left, select shape optimization or the preserve region function, and then select this cylinder, and then change the radius to 6 mm and select OK. So now both of the cylinder will not be removed via the shape optimization function. So the next step is to decide or to inform the software which part of the area that will be subjected to load. Select load, and then select this area over here, and then change the value to 500 Newton, and then select OK. And then select manage and go to settings, select mesh, and we want to reduce the mesh to 2%. So I will explain later on what our meshes are, but mesh is one of the important element in simulation where it's going to calculate how refined the data is going to be for the simulation. Select to continue, yes. Okay, now I think we have done all the required parameters, and you can do the pre-check if this is green, meaning that the study can be solved and have no predictable issue. So select solve and make sure that the number of tokens here written is unlimited because you are using the account education. If you are using your personal account, you have to go back to the preferences by clicking your profile over here and change to education. And here you can just click solve one study. So the process of simulation will take around 5 minutes. So this is where you have to wait because the simulation are being done in the server rather than your own PC. So you can see from the screen, the progress is now just 5%. So I'm just going to wait until it is completed. So you can see that now that the shape optimization simulation is now complete and we have received the result. Here you can click close and you can see from the result there are empty spaces inside of the component. So let's view it properly. So the software have suggested which area that it thinks can be removed based on the 500 Newton applied to the top of the area like we selected just now. Now we can change the parameter a little bit. So if you look at the bottom right of the screen, there is a vertical bar over here where you can play around to determine what will be the final mass ratio that you want. Let's say if you want to maintain a very high mass ratio, for example 80%, this is the final or the recommended design is going to be. Or if you want your material to be lightweight, you can select 50%. I would say 50% is the minimum. So let's take it from here. You can see that there are different color. There are green, yellow, and also red. So red is the area where the material is experience high load. This is due to the constraint that we apply to this area. So it is indicated that this area is in high risk. So it is correct that we preserve the region so that this area will not be the cause of failure. So now, once we already determine which part of the component that we can remove, we need to take this design and implement it to the original design. But before I do that, let's have a look at the meshes. So this is the one that we selected just now, the 2% meshes. You can see how fine the line is. This is indicate where or how many calculations are being done by the software. So just hide the mesh for now and go to result and select promote. Promote convert the shape optimization result to a new mesh body. The mesh body can be edited using the modeling tool. So now we have click promote and select OK. So what you are looking right now is actually two different view. You have the first one, which is the suggested from the shape optimization function, and the other one is the body. So if I click mesh body, you can see the shape disappear. If I click body 1, you can see the original body disappear. So make sure both are turned on, and from here we will need to sketch on the surface in order to remove the area that we think is not required. So right click on the surface and select the function create sketch. So now we have to sketch. So select line, and this is up to your creativity on how to sketch the area that you want to remove. I'm just doing some example. Okay, finish one. So then start again over here. Okay, then we go for this one. Try to make things simpler. I think this area we can just preserve it. Okay, similar to this area, I think we can still remove. Select here. So we need to connect this line. Okay. So this one we will cut later on. So the last one should be over here. Create lines. This one is a little bit tricky. I think we just can make it simpler. Okay. So now we have identified 4 area or 5 area that we are going to cut, but there will need to be some more refinement. Select on fillet function over here, and we are going to remove all the sharp corner. The radius is only 2 mm. I think should be okay. So just removing the sharp edges. I think over here no need. Again, this is up to your creativity to see how or what the best shape that you want to use. Okay. Make sure you point your mouse on the intersection between two lines, and then the red arc will suggest the shape of the fillet. Okay, how about over here? I think this one should be okay. Alright. So now I think we are done with the sketch. What we're going to do now is go to the click finish sketch, and then we want to click extrude, and then select the area that we want to cut. Okay, and then just select cut. The distance or the extent, you can just select all. You can just select to distance, and using the arrow over here, just drag to the right, or you can also put any value that you want and make sure the cut is through all, and then select OK. So now we are viewing the final form of the object. Don't forget to hide the mesh body. So roughly this will be the shape of your final component using shape optimization function.